Good morning.
Good morning.
We're heading out, going up the shore of the Bay of Green Bay to Fox Park, which is, I don't know how many miles it is. It's
about 60
miles north on M35. And we're looking at a site that we've never, well, I should say never, but it's very difficult to get a hold of. It's number 20 in Fox Park.
And it's mostly booked this entire summer.
Yeah.
So we looked ahead on the calendar.
Very difficult to get, and it's a very nice, well, we'll show you.
Yeah, when we get there. It's located in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, just north of Marinette, Wisconsin, and Menominee, Michigan border. It's along that lake shore, along Lake Michigan, the bay waters of Green Bay, where it kind of opens up.
Yeah.
And it's between Menominee and Escanaba on M35.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 4 nice campgrounds in that stretch. This one happens to be our favorite.
Yeah.
So we'll show you when we get there. But it is a dreary, rainy, icky morning, and they had fog up there. We checked the weather forecast. They had dense fog up there by Cedar River. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we've had some strange weather in Wisconsin. We had Saturday was 84 degrees and hot, and Sunday went 44 degrees for a high, and wet and rainy and stormy and cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so difference of 40 degrees between the 2 highs of Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. So now it's Monday. They're hoping to maybe reach 70. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So we're loaded up and geared up. We're not taking the cargo trailer or the e-bikes. There's really no place to ride them. We're going for 4 nights, 5 days. Mm-hmm. So we're going to miss the e-bikes, but there really isn't a spot to take them.
No.
So I guess let's fire her up, Steve, and hit the road. So because we're not taking the cargo trailer along, we had to throw extra gear inside that we normally don't do. You know, like our camping mat, and some of our extra gear is laying inside of here, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of cluttered. And we do have one stop to make on the way through in Marinette for prescriptions. Mm-hmm. But we're ready to roll.
Alrighty. Ready?
I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. Looking good my way. And northbound we go. We stopped for a little lunch. Look at our view out the front windshield. Pretty nice. We're stopped by the library in Marinette because we decided to cheat a little bit, and we picked up some deli baked chicken and some coleslaw and some potato salad. We're going to sit here and have a little picnic lunch because it's been pretty rainy outside. We thought we'd have a little lunch before we get to the campground. We're enjoying our meal alongside some fresh cut lilacs off our bushes from home. And I still have my Mother's Day roses along to enjoy. Otherwise, if we left them at home, they'd all dry out and be done. So this is our little lunch that we're stopping for a break. And then we'll head on to the campground. It's about another 35 miles from here. So here's the waters of Lake Michigan, Green Bay. Light traffic on a Monday morning. Next weekend it'll be crazy because it's the holiday. But we're coming home on Friday morning. Yeah, it's nice to have a cottage along here, but you do have to listen to all the road noise. I guess that's all a part of it. So here we are at Fox Park. There's the hosts. That's the same ones that were here 2 years ago and last year. No, we didn't come last year, did we?
No.
We were busy. We were in Alaska.
You treated them free to take them.
Oh, okay.
$6 for campfire wood if you want.
Oh, and they now have a hose over here by the pump. Isn't that nice?
Well, I don't think we brought any money. Oh well. We don't need any.
And look at this. There's nobody here.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, until we get down to our campsite. Bumpity, bumpity.
Oh, looks like your camera's going to fall over.
Yeah, it's tilting a little bit. There we go. Out here's the beautiful water. These are all waterfront sites. What's nice here is dogs are allowed on the beach. There are no rules other than just pick up after yourself.
Not a single person in here.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Let's see if I can do this one.
Okay, I think we need to back in. Ah, here's our beautiful campsite. Look at this, tucked around the corner. Oh, looks like you might be able to pull in and turn around. Might be soft. Yeah.
Looks like it pumps both ways, so right in the center, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And look at this, we have blue sky. Okay, charging up in the sunlight here, we have some of these Wi-Fi cameras. Dispersed camping man named Mark recommended these to us, and they're from Hiseeu, and they are solar-powered video cameras that run off the Wi-Fi. And we're going to set them up later on. We've tried them out at home. They work really good. He uses them to watch underneath his rig for the pack rats that crawl up in the engine compartment, chew up the wires. And he sets one out to see if there's any wandering animals around the outside of his rig at night, and one underneath to watch for the pack rats. So we bought a couple and we'll set them out and see what we see. Pretty cool. It's time to take a little walk. The sun came out. It's absolutely beautiful. A little cool. It's about 64 degrees. Not too bad. So down where we're at here at the end of the park, it's kind of like our own little private beach right here and our own little sand dunes. The water levels are way down. They used to come way up here. We've been camping on this spot for over 20 years now. We've been here with our coachman motorhome, and we've come here with our safari, but we have to camp up near the end. We couldn't get down this far with the safari motorhome. And we came here about 2 years ago and got chased away by all the bay flies. Yep, usually this part here is all from here across, all underwater. The bay waters and Lake Michigan are pretty low. Well, Funtner, I think you picked a really great spot.
There you go. Looks like a nice view from here.
Yes, it is. It was Steve's idea to come here. We can't get in just about the whole rest of summer. This actual campsite's reserved. Here's a little calendar of it. I'll put right here. There's only 1 or 2 days per month that it's even available anymore. And it was Steve's idea. We should go online, check, and see if we can get in here. And sure enough, we got 4 days in the row in the middle of a week.
Yep.
It's going to fill up by the weekend. The campground will be full.
Yeah, we have couple favorite spots that are nearby. The other one doesn't open till after Memorial Weekend, but you can't go online and reserve it. It's a first come, first serve.
Yeah, that one's a We Energies campsite, a rustic site.
So that's really a tough one to get into.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a nice place, just like this one.
Yeah, this is just gorgeous. It's a little cool, but it sure is pleasant. The birds are just singing like crazy. I don't know if it picks up on the mics or not.
I'll take the cool over the hot heat.
Oh, yeah. We have a few bay flies. When we first got here, they were clustered on the side of the vehicle in the warmth, but now they're not bad.
They're the very small ones.
Yeah.
Usually they're a lot bigger.
Yeah, but the wind blew them all away now. So we're sitting out here with some wine and some beer, and a little bit later we're going to go heat up some more of that chicken from the deli that we picked up on the way up here. And yeah, no real cooking tonight. I'll make a salad to go with it and maybe some mashed potatoes. But yeah, we're kind of camping in luxury and picking up our food at the deli. We never do that.
No. No, that's for sure.
Yeah, so after our nice little walk on the beach, it was a little cool. We're gonna make dinner and maybe watch the sunset and then go inside and curl up. This place has electric. It's $30 a night. And we'll be able to run the heater tonight and stay cozy warm, do the mattress pad heaters. I think Wednesday night it's going to get down to about 38, 37. It's going to get a little cool Wednesday night.
You know, this site is much better for sunrises, though.
Oh, yes, because the water out here, let's flick this. The water out here is facing to the east. So we'll have to get up early and film out the window for the sun rising tomorrow morning. Well, we have a couple mornings to catch the sunrise. The sunsets are on the other side of those trees over there. We're a little disappointed they cleared out some of the trees and shrubbery. Used to be a little thicker behind us. And it looks like when they added wiring through the ground to all of these campsites for the electrical, they thinned out some of the shrubbery. This used to be very thick in here that you couldn't see anybody from anywhere else. It was just us in this site. But that's okay. It's beautiful the way it is, and we don't have any neighbors until we have to leave on Friday.
Yeah.
What's cooking in the What Have You kitchen tonight? We have some French fries ready to go in a little while. We have onion rings in right now. They take a little longer. And that's in the air fryer. Over here we have buns set up with tomato and lettuce. Getting ready with some cheese because outside we have Chef Stevio working on some burgers on the grill. It's cold, cold, cold outside. The wind suddenly changed and we went down to 50 degrees. It's going to get down into the low 40s tonight, maybe even into the high 30s. Brr! But the wind's kicked up and there's whitecaps out on the lake. We're sitting outside and boy, the temperatures dropped 10, 15 degrees and it really got cold. And here we are, mostly plated up. Just about ready, waiting on these onion rings. They take a little bit longer than the French fries. They look done. And dinner is served. What a gorgeous morning. I'm going to take a little walk through the campground this morning. So here we are at the end of the loop on site number 20. Again, this is Fox Park, It's a township park, but the county helps manage it and take care of the reservations. They've done an awful lot to this park over the last 20 years since we've been coming here. Not only did they make the road wider, they added electricity, they added new fire rings and tables, kind of cleared out some of the sites. It's really nice. But best of all, they still left some of its rugged appearance. It's not overdone or manicured. Nice beach. Pretty decent. And most of the sites are along the water. There's a few of them that are on the other side. But they do make some walkways that go through to the beach, so you're not cutting through people's campsites.
I noticed there's quite a few killdeers around.
Yeah.
A bird called the killdeer.
Mm-hmm. When you get near their nest, they pretend their wing is broken and they drag it and walk away from their nest, trying to get you away. So here's what I meant about walkways down to the beach. So you don't have to cut through somebody's campsite. Isn't that nice? That's pretty good planning. See right here. So if you go online, you can reserve the campsites. There is no pay post anymore to pay. You actually have to go online. Sometimes the internet connection's a little sparse here. So you may have to go up or down the highway a little bit to get a good connection. So a few campers rolled in. This weekend it'll be full. Oh, here comes another camper rolling on in. But look at these beautiful sites. They're huge. Lots of shrubbery in between you and the next person. They're sandy, because you're basically on a sand dune along the shore. Most of them have 2 tables even. Here's another one of those nice walkways to the water. We're down around sites 14 and 15. And over here, they do have some outhouses and a dumpster. And we are kind of close to the highway here. But you kind of tune that out if you're down near the water. I think somewhere in the plans they might be wanting to put in better bathrooms here. But it's been this way now for a couple years. But they are better than the beat up old outhouses that were here. So no complaints. We use the bathroom in our rig. And nearby at Clanky Park, there is a dump station. In case anybody comes here and you want to dump your tanks before heading out again. I think north too at Fuller Park. If you're going in the north direction, there's also a dump station. Beautiful morning. Here, site number 7 is the only real pull-through site of the campground. If you're looking for pull-through, it's not bad. Over here on the first site is the camp host. That used to be the only site we could fit on with our big motorhome when we would come here. At that time, they did not have this triangular turning area by the entrance. And there was no way other than straight in and back straight out to the highway. Back then there was just a pitcher pump to get well water. Now they've added a pressurized tank and they've added a hose so you can fill up your rig before you pull to your campsite. There's no water available at the campsites themselves, just electric. And some of the signage and the rules of the park. This one's kind of nice. It says, any tree limbs down, feel free to take, but please be careful. That's kind of cute. And they do have an envelope post here. Not sure, maybe that's for campfire wood. So here's the entrance to the park, and it's right off M35. I know there's some traffic going past now while we're standing here, but it quiets down at night. This is what, a Wednesday noon or so? So yeah, there is some traffic. But when you're down near the water, it kind of drowns it out. Now over on this side to the left is a picnic area. And they have some more portable toilets and a pavilion, some picnic tables. And there's spots all the way down the shoreline that you can picnic. You can drive back down in there. That's kind of nice. They keep the picnic area separated from the camping area. Some beautiful tall pines. The wind's whistling through them. It's a little breezy, but it's starting to warm up. Right, Steve?
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, they certainly made a lot of improvements in this park from the time we first started coming here.
Yeah.
It started out pretty rustic, that you could hardly get through. It was a lot of brush. Most sites you couldn't hardly see any other sites.
Yeah.
And then they cleaned it up a little bit and added 3 electric sites, I think.
Yeah, that was more recent, but way back when we first started coming here, heck, I think it was like $5 or $10 a night.
Yeah.
And nobody came here. It was always empty.
Yeah.
And now it's always full.
Yeah. Once they put in the electric here,
Yeah.
it's really brought in the people.
Yeah, if you look online, and I'll put the link down below, if you look online, you'll see the availability dates. They do have, what's nice, it's an interactive map. So you can actually put in the dates you want to come, and it'll show you on the map which sites are available. Then when you click on the site, it gives you more information. And there's an availability calendar for each site, so you can see when it's reserved next, so you know how long you can be on it. And that's how we got the 4 days on the one we're on. We have to be off on Friday. Well, let's continue our walk through the park. Maybe later we'll go down on the beach again. It's a little chilly this morning yet. It got down to in the 30s last night here. It was rather brisk.
Looks like we got a pretty calm lake today.
Yeah, it's not as bad. I see a boat out there. Steve is learning his drone. Put out your hand.
I'm gonna have to hit stop.
Yeah, you can hit stop. It'll come down for you. Good job.
Okay.
Well, it's 49 degrees out here. It's pretty cold. And wind chill says it's 44. But the Nicky Doodle needs to play. Yeah, this brings it to Steve. Steve throws it better than I do. It is pretty windy out here. Look at the white caps. I think the winds are about 15 miles an hour out of the east. That's why it's cold, because it's blowing the cold air across Lake Michigan. Brr. Just so he doesn't throw it into the water. That poor dog won't go get it. No way, no how. Trying to shield my microphone from the wind. Hope it's working.